Very well executed.
The Soviets combined not only excellent release work, that's a Ginger, a backflip with a half twist, but good transition work down to the low bar as well.
Tatiana Gutsu, 9.9753. 3 of the judges giving her a 10. And listen to the crowd. They are so appreciative of fine gymnastics, and believe me, that is what they're seeing here this evening. So the Soviets conclude another brilliant rotation. They, for all intent, have this thing won. The race continues for silver and bronze. The United States in second place ahead of Romania and China. More than any other sport, women's gymnastics is left to the very young. It is a seemingly endless array of teenagers who seem to possess the marvelous ability of making everything that came before them seem obsolete. It is the better mousetrap personified. Just when you think you've seen the human body perform to its optimum, another sprite seems to come from another place and make all of it seem so simple. It is a here today, gone tomorrow sport, and it is for that reason that competitions like this one we're watching take on epic proportions. Today's champions are tomorrow's elders. These are the faces of champions to be, a look through the eyes of the moment at accomplishments that set the standard we'll talk about for however brief a time, until there is the next generation that in this sport, maybe more than any other, always seems to be nipping at the heels of the front runners. Get it now, because there might not be a second chance. You want pressure? You got it. And the pressure now on the Americans as they battle with Romania for the silver medal. Here is the order for them on floor exercise, Kathy.
The Romanians closed a little on the Americans in that last rotation, so the U.S. team really has to do very well on the floor exercise to hold them off.
And as she has done through the competition, Michelle Campy will lead it off for the Americans. She's done very well in that role so far.
It really is amazing how well she's held up. She was only 15th on the junior team last year, and now she's stepped into a role to be an important player on the senior national team.
She has such a pleasing style on the floor exercise. She opens with a full twisting double back. Oh no, stepped out of bounds. That's a 1/10 of a point deduction. The level of difficulty of her tumbling is not quite as high as some of the top competitors. She certainly makes the most of her ability. Double pike, excellent landing. Final tumbling run is a tuck double back. Very nice routine for Michelle. Just that one trouble spot in the beginning. Stepped out of bounds.
So Michelle Campy comes off to get the hug from Bella Caroli and her teammates.
That's Rick Newman there, her coach out in Sacramento. Although she did go out of bounds on her first tumbling run, this tumbling pass was very clean. It's a double back in the pike position, and the landing is solid.
So again, that first score is so important, and there it is, 9.725, not bad at all for Michelle Campy. Vanda Hadarian now of Romania.
Keep in mind, the Americans only have a little over 2/10 of a point lead over the Romanians, and now the Romanians have posted a 9.95 and a 9.975 so far on vault. So they are really gaining on the Americans at this point. Another excellent vault.
That was her second vault, her first 9.762.
This is a Yurchenko vault, round-off entry, laid out with a full twist. Of course, that hop on the landing will be a slight deduction.
So we'll see if she can improve on that 9.762. Vanda Hadarian of Romania. As we look at Mirela Pașca of Romania. There are the scores: 9-8-5 for Vanda Hadarian. So now Pașca, her first ball.
This is certainly a high-scoring event for the Romanians. And as I said, it's put a lot of pressure on the Americans over on the floor exercise. She also does the round-off vault with a full twist. Nice laid-out position. She lands with her feet so far apart, though, that will be a slight deduction.
Interesting story about this young lady. Last year at the European Championships, she won a gold on the uneven bars, and because of that, it was the first time we ever heard the Romanian national anthem, the new Romanian national anthem, and saw the Romanian flag raised in a major international competition.
And the score for Pașca, 9-9. Very good. Hillary Grivich now on floor exercise, and this is a big moment for her, Kathy.
Certainly is, and so far they are holding up to the pressure. Full twisting double. Oh, no. A fall and out of bounds. That's 0.5 of a point off for the fall and 1/10 for going out of bounds.
That's the first mistake the Americans have had all day.
Now she's got to get herself together mentally and keep the rest of the routine in order.
Keep in mind that each team can drop one score on each event. And now this puts the rest of the Americans in a must-hit situation. Full and a half twist. Due to a double full.
Hillary, by the way, lives an hour and a half north of Houston. Her parents drive her back and forth to the gym every day. What a commitment.
For Mirela Pașca on her second vault, 9-9-3-7, so she improves.
Her final tumbling run is a tuck double back. She needs a good landing here. Very nice. How unfortunate to have that fall early in the routine. Up to this point in the competition, she has done so well for the Americans, going up second in every event.
It appears that she just got a little over-anxious and pulled her feet too far around on the landing. She's too pumped up.
So the score for Hillary Grivich, as you see, 9.087. Tough break. We'll be back. The United States, Betty Aquino, and Bart Conner right now has made his way into the crowd with Betty Aquino's father, Francis. Here's Bart.
Boy, you have to be immensely proud of your daughter. She looks great.
Yes, I'm definitely proud, but we were a little concerned that she has been hurt, and this is our major competition, so we are just happy that she got here at least.
Okay, well, here she goes for her floor routine. She's made this hundreds of times in practice. How do you feel now?
I know she has made it a lot of times, but any time, you know, anything can happen, but I hope that she will stick the routine.
Okay, here we go.
Betty Aquino had a fractured elbow and is still bothered while training on occasion, but I'm sure that's the furthest thing from her mind right now. Betty Aquino on floor exercise.
In terms of level of difficulty, the Americans are not quite up to par with the Romanians and the Soviets on this event. She opens with a pike double back. Keep in mind, many of the Soviets and Romanians are doing double layouts and full twisting double layouts. But where the Americans hope to make up for that is in their dance and their composition. Very nice triple turn. Little tumbling run is a whip back. Through to a double full.